So thank you, Jane, for that. Do you mind if I just go back to the start? So I'm just going to run through it quickly. So today I want you to play absolutely full out and take heaps of notes. Ask plenty of questions and just know everything is a learning. Be responsible for what you are learning now and be coachable. Take off those coaching hats, put it aside, and just be fully present today. And I want you to just park your old learnings because this is something revolutionary that you have not learned before. So this will get you outside of your comfort zone. And I need you to embrace your frustration because it means you're about to learn something and get committed. So when it comes to creating the life you love, there's a big problem in the personal development world that no one is talking about. And that is the difference between being satisfied with what you have or being able to consciously manifest a life that is being satisfied with being aligned with your true desires. Traditional manifestation, like the law of attraction and the secret approach, only addresses half of the equation. That's why nobody can manifest. If we could all manifest, then we'd all be rich and abundant, wouldn't we? Because they don't tell you the secret ingredient. They just tell you parts of it. So I'm about to share with you today the secret. So the problem with the methods are that the nature of the problem solving means you will always have to look to fix or improve things in order to be motivated. You see, if no problem exists, your brain will automatically go looking for problems. It's just what our brain does. It's what it's built for. It searches for problems. In order for you to improve, because that's what's been programmed to do. Because in the past, fixing problems, and I've done this myself, I've spent years fixing myself, always thinking that I wasn't good enough as I was, that in order for me to have what I wanted, I had to fix and heal all my old traumas. And it's just simply not true. You don't need to fix them because the truth is you're perfectly perfect just as you are. So that's how all the super successful people succeed in life. Like Michael Jackson, how many problems did he have? You know, he was an emotional mess, but yet he still created. He created an amazing music industry and life, and it's just phenomenal. The same with Oprah Winfrey. She came from a background of lack, of child abuse, molestation. She lost her child at 14, but yet she didn't let that hold her back. You can ask any of the millionaires what their childhood was like, and they will tell you they had problems also. Jim Carrey, Lady Gaga. Lady Gaga cries before she goes out on stage every day because she feels like she's still not good enough, but yet she pushes through it. This is how you get ahead in life. You don't fix the problem. It's your identity that wants to sabotage you all the time. So this course is designed to do two major things. Firstly, it's designed to help you understand the basic truths and laws around manifestation that you have to be able to apply correctly in order to manifest what you want. And secondly, it's designed to uncover your true goals and begin to resolve the unconscious blocks, limitations, and sabotage patterns that have stopped you from having the life you desire. The place that you reach the conclusion of the weekend will not be the end, but rather you start having started the process of clearing up old beliefs and unconscious limitations, and that it is possible that all your blocks will surface as your entire system, as it realigns and recalibrates to, that should be realigns, not realliance, to new possibilities. That is the beginning of your new life as a conscious creator. Because the truth is, you know, like, we were all born to create. We were born from love to create with love. But our problems all began at birth, which I'll get into a little bit later. So our core beliefs are this. Pretty much all human beings have these core beliefs, that a life with no problems is not a life you love. So your focus creates your reality. You can change, you can rewire yourself. These are the new beliefs I need you to get. Your reality is a direct reflection of what you believe is possible. There is nothing wrong. You just have not found the answer. And this one hit me hard in Egypt when I was doing my own transformational work. Is you created everything. You created everything in your life. Nobody else did it to you. It was you. And it all has a benefit. Everything has a payoff that we do. And I'll give you an example of that. I realized that I can create my own physical pain. Now, it's something I've done since I was a little girl, except I didn't know that that's what I was doing. You see, because I was molested when I was a child, anytime a man would come around me, I would create illness so that mummy and daddy would take me under their wing and protect me more. And I did that throughout my life because it happened throughout my life. So I learned how to create physical pain to the point where I even had surgery at age 13. I was being pressured by another older guy to have sex, and I didn't want it. And it was just, I know this is a bit of a shock to you, Hossein, but sorry. It's just how I could protect myself. I did not know I was doing this at the time. I did not know until just a couple of years ago, or even just more recently, how deep this actually went. So I now understand how I create everything in my life. And now that I'm aware of it, whenever I get pain, I have to ask myself, what am I hiding from? What am I trying to protect myself from? So we all create everything in our life. That's how amazing our brains are. We're super creators. We're super, super powerful creators. The next one is, it takes action. It takes action to change. It takes action to transform. You cannot transform your life without taking action. Your thoughts and feelings are not real. They are perceptions. Trying to fix the current reality or problem will never work. It just doesn't work, because we always end up attracting more of what we don't want. Our system can help you let go of who you have been. And there is a process for creating anything that you want. So these are the 5 steps in how we create and how we transform our lives. So these are the 5 key elements. So number 1, choose what it is your heart desires. Learn how to get clarity to what it is you truly desire, your true goal or dream. See, most people say, I want $1 million, but that's not really their dream. Their dream is the feeling that they'll get from that. Or I want a business. I don't want to work my 9-to-5 job anymore, because then that is trying to problem solve another area of their life. You see, when you're not in alignment with what you have right now is why we cannot create. Number 2 is remove structural tension. Now, this is what blew my mind. When I first went to come back from Egypt, I fell down very hard. You know, I just left everything that I'd built for the last 3 years. And I was working from 10 in the morning till 10 at night, 6 days a week. And I come back and suddenly I have no work. I have no income coming in. I'm reliant on my son because I had no home. I had no furniture, no nothing. I had to start my life all over again from scratch. And I fell down really hard. And I was working with Lisa Nichols at the time. She was my mentor for 8 months whilst I was in Egypt, which was absolutely phenomenal. But again, everything she taught me was super duper amazing, but it didn't stop me from going backwards again. She would teach some NLP techniques, but it doesn't stop you from going backwards. But now I have the key. Now I have the answer. I went to a seminar when I came back, maybe 3 or 4 months after I came back. And I didn't know what it was about. I just wanted to go and meet some new people, try and make some friends. But as it turned out, I found the answer that I was seeking, which is structural tension, how to stop doing the 2-step dance of life. So you see, we have a current reality, which is our now. And then we have our future reality, which is over here. I can't see me, so I don't know if you can. You all see me? Yep. So we have our current reality and we have a future reality. So what we do is we have this dream, we have this goal, this vision of what we want for our future. And we just say, life sucks now. I hate my life now. I want to get over there. Everything will be better when I get over there. Everything will be better when I have more money. Everything will be better when I have a new relationship. Everything will be better when I've finished my degrees or whatever. Everything will be better when. But the problem with when is it's contradicting your future reality, because the truth is you take you with you. So once you get over there, if you get over there, it's not going to even let you have it, because it's still going to be exact same. So the thing is, when we write it down, any goals, and this is why normal goals do not work, is because we're always trying to create from a problem-solving structure. We're always trying to create to fix something within ourselves. So when we start moving forward towards that future reality, we have a problem crop up. And then we'll have another one, and then another one. And we're slowly always being pulled backwards out of alignment with that tension. So those problems are 6 sabotaging identities that we all have, which I'll discuss later also. So number 2 is remove all that structural tension, all those problems that crop up. As they crop up, I do what we call a recode and remove them without ever having to hear your story. So number 3 is step into your brilliance. This is where you learn to be happy with where you are now. This is where gratitude comes into everything. When you are full of gratitude for everything you have right now, and I mean heartfelt gratitude, don't just say the words gratitude. I see so many people saying, oh, I'm grateful for, I'm grateful for, I'm grateful for. But what are you grateful for? They'll say, oh, I'm grateful for this, or I'm grateful for that. But why? They don't put the why behind it. Once you put that why behind why you're grateful, then that makes it even more powerful, because you're truly understanding why you're grateful. And this is something I see time and time and time again that people do not do. So it's just words. So in order for you to create that needle moving forward, to keep that needle moving forward, you must be grateful, totally grateful from the heart with where you are now. So you, once you get over to your future reality, you can stay there. Because if you're not grateful with your now, your identity is always going to pull you back. That's with the everything will be better when. No, everything's great now. I may not like what I have. I may not like where I am in my life, but I'm grateful for it. It is what it is. And I would like more. So it's great to want more, but you have to be grateful for you now, for every single thing around you, the good and the bad. You can't just be grateful for the good things. You have to be grateful for the bad. So you have to learn how to set your emotional points with what you want, what you have now. Choosing to be who you always wanted to be, rather than the person that you always think you need to fix. So be happy with who you are now. You don't need to fix yourself. You are perfectly imperfect just as you are. So number 4, unplug and rewire to refire. So that is where I do recodes. It's where I bring in what we call the superconscious mind, and I'll discuss that later also. So the superconscious mind overrides all those belief systems that keep you stuck. So we unplug and we rewire so we can keep that needle moving forward to where we want to go. Because you will never get rid of all of your problems. Your unconscious mind has trillions of proof as to why you can never have something or why you can't be something. And it will always sabotage you and pull you back. So number 5 is realign your actions with your true desires, which takes you from stress to success and teaches you how to stay in alignment with your true choices and desires, keeping you on track to hit all your targets and keeping you in forward motion. So this means once I remove all the problems that's in your way to keeping that needle moving forward, you have to take massive action. You will not succeed, you will not get anything without taking massive action. And that means getting out of your comfort zone. You have to do the things that you've never done to get the things that you've always wanted or you've never had. So you can't stay the same. So the problem is you've been trying to create an outcome for years and still don't have it. The solution, learn the alchemy of creation and shift your identity through that 5-step process. The mistakes, trying to heal the current reality, instead you must let it go. Working on your unconscious mind, all decisions are made from your unconscious blueprint. Your unconscious mind is what drives your bus, and you don't even know it. Everything, every move you do, everything you do is coming from your unconscious. It's like when we're driving a car, it comes from your unconscious. It just knows. It knows how to drive a car. You don't have to think about it. It's just automatic and it just does it. So the mistakes trying to heal the current reality. No. And like I said before, I've been there, I've done this so many times. I used to do tapping, EFT. It was faster EFT actually. And I'm not going to deny that it worked. It worked very well. It took me out of a place. I was actually in, I was on suicide watch. I had depression, severe anxiety, panic attacks, PTSD, fibromyalgia. And within a couple of months, this took it all away. So what I'm teaching today is a bit similar to that, but we're going a step further now, and we don't need to tap at all. So tapping did help me, and I'm not going to deny that it didn't. But the problem with it is that same scenario of you're always being pulled backwards. I worked on, I'm not good enough. I went back to my childhood. I uncovered everything that I thought I could possibly uncover, but yet I'm still being pulled back to, I'm not good enough. I don't deserve. I'm not worthy. All of these continually sabotage me. And even today, even trying to get a business up and running, having to go on camera, all of this, you know, I get all this come back up, but then I just recode it so that I can push through it. I don't look at any stories. And I will be doing a recode on you all at the end. So you're going to experience an actual live recode, and it's going to rock your world. It's awesome. So working on your conscious mind, all decisions are made from your unconscious blueprint. Focusing on new strategies and thinking you don't know enough. This is where we get into becoming knowledge junkies. I need to go and do this course so I can learn more. I need to go and do this so I can learn more. It's more and more and more and more, but it's never enough. Who's done so many courses that and still think they don't know enough. Yeah, I always think I still don't know enough. That's the perfection in us. So the next mistake is thinking you will change when you achieve a result. Like, I'll feel better when I have better health. I'll feel better when I have better wealth. I'll feel better when I have a new relationship. No, you have to be it before you see it. Everybody does this the wrong way, because you're never going to be enough when you get health, when you get wealth, when you get in that new relationship. It'll be good for a little while, and then as soon as a problem comes up, it pulls you back again. It's self-sabotaging you. So the next one is thinking that you can't change. I heard this a lot in Egypt, and I used to laugh all the time. Everyone's like, this is just my character. I can't change it. That's who I am. And I still hear it, even with my own clients. Well, the truth is you can change. You just have to want to. You have to be really hungry for that change. That is what makes you succeed. You have to not just be hungry, you have to be starving. So you have to find your why as to why you want to change. I actually have my clients, and Simone knows this one, look at themselves in death, because I want to create a shift in you that makes you realize that, oh shit, I'm going to die and I haven't done any of the stuff that I said I wanted to do. And if that doesn't create a shift in you, nothing will. You have to be starving for change, because this is going to push you out of your comfort zone. We're so used to staying in our comfort zone, feeling safe. And that's why our unconscious sabotages us, because it wants to protect us. Because it doesn't know our future. So how can it protect us over there? It knows all of your past. So it's comfortable in your past. That's why you live your future as your past. You have to step out of that comfort zone and push yourself to create what it is that you truly want in your life. You can keep playing small, but it's not going to get you anywhere. And I've done this all my life. And I'm telling you, especially you, Caitlin, because you're young, don't wait until you're in your 50s to change your life. Do it now. I'm giving you all the tools. I'm giving you all the knowledge. Do it now. Same with you, Hossam. Don't wait. Simona,
Okay,
you're
Leanne.
already doing it. Simona is my client right now. And she has come so far just in 1 month. Simona, do you mind if I share a bit of your story? All good? Simona reached out to me through a friend. I didn't know, she wasn't on my page or anything. A friend of hers back in India actually put her onto me, because Simona was suffering from severe depression. fibromyalgia, all the things that I had, and I knew I could help her. So I don't say help, I empower. I empower my clients to help themselves, because when I say that word and help, I feel like I'm just disempowering them, because then they expect me to do all the work for them. And I can't do the work for them. I can guide you, I can teach you, I can walk beside you, I can encourage you and motivate you, but I cannot do the work for you. So Simona couldn't go outside the house. She had extreme anxiety and some other issues that she couldn't do. Now she's posted me all these photos every single day of her outside walking. She's gone belly dancing. She's doing things that she hasn't done in a very long time, all within 1 month. And I haven't gone into her story at all. I just help her understand who she is. And I do recodes to help her remove all that stress and anxiety. But I don't go into the story. So the next mistake is trying to do everything yourself. We always think that we can do it ourselves. You cannot. You cannot see your own blind spots. You must have a coach. You see, I am very good at being on the outside looking in on everything around me. It doesn't matter what it is, whether it's family, whether it's my students, my clients, it's like I could see everything. And you can ask Hossein this, like I used to do this in Egypt all the time. I would always catch them in their own lies. And they'll say, but how do you know that? It's like, because I just know. You're not, you don't see yourself. I see you. It's like I can't see myself. I can see some of it, but I also need a coach. I've now got 3 coaches because I can't do all this alone. Like I can recode myself, but for my really deep stuff, if I'm getting into all my real big fears, I get a coach to just push me through it. Because otherwise I wouldn't be where I am today. So as I said, when I come back from Egypt, I had nothing. I literally started my life with nothing. I came back with, because Egyptian pound is worth nothing. When I converted all my money after I sold everything, it was pretty much nothing. A couple of $1,000, that's all I came back with. So, you know, a couple of $1,000 doesn't last long when you don't have a job. So I came back with nothing, had no furniture, lived with my son. So I even lost all my independence because he lived out of town, away from any bus services or anything. So I was totally reliant on him, which I absolutely hated. And now, in 1 year, well, it was actually, I've been here now for 4 months. So it was maybe eight months. I now live in a $1 million home on the lake. I have a car I don't owe any money on. I have a new successful business. My life has changed. I have furniture. I have independence. My life has changed so much because of this system. If I didn't discover this system, I could have stayed stuck where I was when I come back, because I was down hard. So if I can do it, any of you can do it. The next one, positive affirmations. Oh my gosh, how many people do positive affirmations? They don't work. Why? Why don't they work? Because it's not your current reality. Because your unconscious mind knows that you're not that. And this is where the self-development world is teaching things all us about. You are not that until you become that. And this is where I teach you how to be it before you see it. And we remove all that resistance so you are it, and the positive affirmation becomes who you are. So whenever you say, I am, I've got a whole heap of positive affirmations sitting right in front of me. And they're from Lisa Nichols. I've got what I deserve, I thank and love my body, and who I am. I still go over what I deserve and I thank and love my body, but I don't say I am anymore. I don't say I am a strong woman. Or I now do, because I believe it, because I am it. Because I've lived so much now that I truly know that I am so strong. If I can go to a country where I don't speak their language, I knew one person there at the time, and I built a business not even knowing their money or anything. I am very strong. And this is the thing. When you stop thinking of the fear, stop allowing the fear to control you, you can create anything. I first started with a chef. I didn't know anything about chefs or cooking. I don't even cook. I hate cooking. But I believed in his dream, and I became an English teacher helping his students understand all the kitchen stuff in English. And this is how it first started for me. But then he ended up getting another job as a chef somewhere else. And so we kind of just closed that down, and I just continued teaching English. I started with a couple of friends that I'd met, and then it just grew. And I never once, not once, never advertised. And I was booked out from 10 a.m. till 10 at night. And I was actually, in the end, turning students away because I couldn't put them anywhere. My room was not big enough. And that was my dream, that I needed to create a bigger center with more rooms and hire more teachers. That was where I was at. That is what I needed to do for me to grow, but I just couldn't do it. And as I said, thank God I didn't, because COVID hit a few months later. So that was a blessing in disguise, but that dream is still there. I have not let go of that dream. I intend to go back to Egypt, Hassan. I will be when the borders open again. And I intend to build my mindfulness centers that I want and take it through this modality throughout all of the Arab world and Africa and all the places where Nobody knows this. My dreams are huge. The bigger the dream, the better. Don't ever think that your dream is too big. Do it anyway. Don't listen to anybody else's fears telling you that, oh, you'll never succeed. That's their fear. That's not yours. That's them putting their fear onto you. Whenever anybody tries to say, you can't do that, you're going to fail, that's their fear. Don't allow it to become yours. It's not your belief system, it's theirs. Because they couldn't succeed, they don't want you to succeed. We call it tall poppy syndrome here in Australia. People just don't want you to be better than them. But it's no reason for you to hold yourself back from achieving your dreams. It's your life. And God gave you that path to walk, not them. Your path is your path. Your life is your life. It does not belong to anybody else to have any say in it whatsoever. And this is why people don't succeed, because we listen to all the negative chit chat from everybody else who are unsuccessful themselves. They try and tell us that they know better, but where's their proof? There is no proof. They have a mediocre, stagnant life. They exist. And here they are trying to tell you how to live your life. Learn the power of no. This is my life. I love you, but it's my life. I thank you for your advice. However, I really believe in myself. You don't have to be rude about it. You can just say it in a way that's, energetically on a positive note, so that they don't feel like you're attacking them or anything, or being rude to them. So affirmations don't work because you're not it. Plain and simple. And saying it a million trillion times is not going to make it so. Okay, once you achieve it, then you're it. So your unconscious mind knows, okay, wow, she did that. She must be it. So now I can say I am a strong woman. I can say I am courageous, I face my fears. I can say I am beautiful inside and out, because I know who I am now. So a lot of these ones that I've got in front of me right now, I've got I am young. I don't think my unconscious believes that one. Still trying to teach it that one. But yeah, I'm most of those now. I believe I am those now because of everything that I've done, because I chose to push myself out of my comfort zone. And I know that I can do anything, I can create anything. I just need to remove all that resistance that's in my way. All the 6 sabotaging identities. So stop saying affirmations. Instead say, And this is how I, like, even my big coaches, even my $1 million coaches say, okay, I want you to write out 10 I am affirmation statements. And it's like, no, I don't believe that. I'm not going to write that. And they're like, why? It helps you. It's like, no, it doesn't. And then when I write what I'm about to tell you, they are blown away. So instead of saying I am, say I choose. I choose to be. Because your unconscious mind doesn't know what you're choosing to be. Because you're not saying you are it, you're choosing to be it. I choose to be courageous and face my fears. I choose to be supportive of myself. I choose to be respectful to myself. I choose to love myself. I choose to be fit and healthy. I choose to be proud of myself. I choose to be grateful. It's so much more powerful than saying I am. And then when you remove all that resistance and become it, I am is it. You don't have to convince your unconscious mind that you're already it. So I did get to I am without knowing all of this before, but that was because, and like all the millionaires and billionaires who did push through their stuff, became it without fixing themselves. So once you can get out of your comfort zone and push yourself through it, then you're it. And this is like when I fall down, I have to remind myself of where I've come from. I came from a bad divorce. I've been married twice. I've had every kind of abuse under the sun, mental, physical, sexual, verbal, financial. I had it all throughout my life, my entire life from since a kid. Now I know who I finally am. This is why I say to you, Caitlin, don't wait. Don't wait until you're my age. And this is another program I want to get started when I get some more money happening behind me, to teach the youth how to reclaim their power so they can be it now without having to wait until they're in their 50s to change their lives. To understand that they have the power, they have the control to create anything in their life. We are born creators. That is our purpose, to create. It doesn't matter what the title of the creation is, you are born to create. Okay, so I think it's a toilet break right now. So we're just going to stop for a second, a couple of minutes, and have a toilet break. And then we'll continue. And I'll continue with the human journey. Okay, so we're just going to stop for a brief couple of minutes, have a toilet break, and back again. Okay?